Hey there, I'm Ashley Lynn, your health coach, and today we are going to talk about time management and organization for meeting your goals as a stay-at-home mom or a work-from-home mom. Now, some of you who might know me personally already might be like, oh my gosh, what is Ashley doing giving people time management advice? And I will tell you that time management has always been something that I just told myself I could never do. I could never achieve a schedule. I could never be organized, and I could never focus enough to get things done during the day, right? I've always been that person, and maybe you resonate with this, who's been running around town, running late for everything, in a rush all the time, like a chicken with my head cut off. And I will tell you, that's stressful. So you might also resonate with this. You know, one of the reasons that I was so resistant to getting scheduled and getting routines before is because I like to feel like a free bird. And, you know, the thought of being on a schedule always felt a little bit suffocating to me. I always thought, like, I want to be free with my time. I don't want to have to be tied down to specific regimented time periods. And two things. What I'm going to share with you today is a few tips for how you can get organized, but also how it's very freeing, contrary to what I just said. It's so freeing to be liberated by a schedule, by not having to be running late everywhere you go, and to get that head start on the day, and to therefore be able to lead your kids through the day. And the other thing I'm going to share with you is that, you know, it's possible for anybody. So I don't want to give you any spoilers. Let's get right into it, though. The first thing that I guess I have to share with you is that you have to get up early. You absolutely have to get up early if you want to lead the day, because you have one of two choices. You can decide that the day is going to lead you, or you can decide that you are going to lead the day. It depends on who gets up first, honestly. If you let the day start without you, you're going to be running a million miles after it all day long. But if you get up before the day, if that makes sense, while everybody else is still sleeping, you can get your mind right, and you can get the little things done and create a space in your home that is going to allow you to dictate the rest of the flow of the day. So I get up at 5 a.m. every single day, and I have since school started. That's only been a couple weeks. It's only been a couple weeks that I've been getting up at 5 every day, but I want to share this journey with you as I do it, because like I said, I was someone who never thought that I could do it, and I never thought that I could get up early. But it's a sacrifice that you really have to make. You know, it's a couple sacrifices. Number one, going to sleep earlier. You don't get that time in the evening with your husband or whatever to watch TV or whatever it is that you want to do. And you have to wake up with the alarm when it gets you up. But I think that you will find that if you have goals, it is all worth it. And I can tell you that I've been so much happier during the day. So the number one thing that I do, I'll start with the night before. Let's talk about a school night. On a school night, I pack my kids' lunch so that it is ready to go in the morning. I don't have to worry about that. But in the morning, I will pack their snack. I will just kind of look at everybody's backpacks. Of course, my kids are still young enough that they're not quite 100% responsible for that yet. So I just make sure that everybody's backpacks are all together. I make sure that the previous day I went through everyone's paperwork. Now it's in the backpack. It's laid out by the door before the kids even wake up. And then what I do is I start making breakfast. And while I'm making breakfast, I'm listening to personal development. Now for me, that can be, that can be prayer. I always pray in the morning, but it can be prayer followed by Dr. Wayne Dyer on audio. It can be Tony Robbins, and I just YouTube all these people. But it's really, really important to get yourself in the mindset for success, in a positive mindset, because another part of being organized is being organized with your thoughts and intentionally guiding your thoughts to positive places so that you're not getting distracted with resentments, frustrations, when someone flips you off in traffic or cuts you off in traffic, whatever happens throughout the day that could offend you, you're not going to be bothered with that. You're not going to be thrown off track with a bad mood. You're not going to want to sabotage yourself with, therefore, consequential emotional eating, all the things that us moms get involved with. So the next thing, moving right along, that I want to share with you that has changed my life, again, only in the past couple weeks, I will tell you, is this. This is a planner, and it has all the months, days. I can break my day out by the hour if I want to. Now, I'm not there yet, but what I do is it goes everywhere with me. A mentor of mine showed this trick to me, and it goes everywhere with me. And when something comes up, like I have to schedule something for the kids, an appointment, whatever, it's right there. I'm opening this and I'm writing it down. That has been really important for me because I was always the person like going back through my phone, trying to figure out what kind of, or like what time appointments were, etc. And the second thing is we're gonna talk a little bit about business. This is my business planner. So I make business appointments in this planner. While I have one for, where is it? Family, I also have one for business because I think the two would be too crowded. So I like to have that kind of freedom to have a little bit extra room in each planner. And what I do is I check on these every single morning after I have made breakfast. Before the kids get up, I have a few minutes to myself to just kind of think about the day. I go ahead and make my Facebook posts and schedule them out for my different groups and things that I'm hosting on Facebook. And that has been huge for me. So having those few minutes every morning after breakfast has been made and before the kids get up has been huge for me because, like I said, it gives me a chance to kind of check on everything, remind myself of what's going on through the day. Then I have a business as well that I get to tend to for a few minutes before the kids get up, which I'll get into more in a second. And I get to check emails, respond to emails, and like I said, just kind of check in with my customers and my clients and make sure that that front is running smoothly as well. And so then the kids get up, of course, we have our time together, our breakfast. They get that really peaceful, kind of smooth start to the day, which has been so different for us and so good in comparison to previous years of school. And then I come back home and I have time with my youngest child who is still at home with me, not even in preschool. And so that brings me to our fourth tip, I believe, and that is making sure that the lines between your time with your children and your time with your business do not mesh. You will see me sometimes still bringing Kai into vlogs, etc. But to him, that will feel like fun time. I will never again work when my kids are up for a few different reasons. Number one, it will not work. It won't work for you to cross business with kids. If you are to have a successful family and a successful business, you have to have very strict business hours for yourself. I want to be so clear here that it can feel like you're moving forward and that you're doing okay if you're trying to juggle both at the same time. But it's really, you're working really hard and you're putting a lot of effort in, but you're not moving either one forward. You're not being the kind of mom that you want to be. And that, that used to leave me feeling really guilty and anxious. And your business is really never going to move forward until you get really professional with yourself and you start to really respect and manage your own time with that. And so I know that there are a lot of different types of businesses out there, and I'm really just speaking to the kind of entrepreneurial work that I'm doing and that I know you might be doing, which is network marketing and that kind of thing, where a majority of our business is being run on social media. And so you already know that getting organized with the way that you handle social media is very, very important for the success of your business because it can be a time suck. And now we've switched from making it a time suck to now it is our business platform. But also having those boundary lines in your own home is very, very important. So you know, for me, I know that I used to kind of work around the clock. Like whenever I'd get a minute, if the kids were busy, I'd like go try and work. But the thing is that I really, really struggled with my kids and with business. I am kind of just repeating myself at this point, trying to do that. So the awesome thing is that you can work less hours if you have that focused time. And it does take a lot of discipline and practice to create that focused effort and intensity in the short hours that you do a lot for your business. And, you know, of course, we all have different schedules. And right now I'm fitting about 4 hours a day into my business. And that's all I can really do comfortably. But I'm getting more done than as opposed to what I was getting accomplished in my business when I was working around the clock. So I think that that's really important. And again, like I'm not perfect with this yet, but I will be. And I plan to continue to get better and to share with you what's working for me and what's not working for me. You know, I like to share it all with you. So if you have any questions, if you have any tips for me, if you have any tips for anyone in the comments, please join in, because I think this is a topic that it sounds kind of glamorous, but it's really, really difficult. And so a lot of us moms and work from home moms, we kind of skim over it. So if you have, again, any tips, whatever you want to share with us, please do in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Please share with a mom who is also in the beginning stages of trying to get herself organized, or a mom who is trying to work at home. I would love to connect with you, and have an amazing scheduled day. Bye.